So this is yet another one of the strange, bizarre drones I like to make.
Andy Shen is the go-to guy for experimental drone design. And now he's out to prove that today's drone design is all wrong. But can he convince the pilots?
I mean, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. It feels cool.
This episode, we go into the lab with Andy, to his Manhattan workshop, where he began creating drones that push performance to the limits.
The moment I heard about it, it was like magic to me. I was just like, I have to do that.
And no idea is too weird for him to try out.
Here's another one. This is something we did for a little beef jerky commercial. They wanted a flying cutting board. So this is a 360 camera that I'm trying to build. So this thing would actually extend all the way down for as clear a view as possible. And then a battery goes up in here to counterbalance the camera.
Recently, Andy has developed a theory to improve drone design. He wants to change the shape. Right now, pilots fly with an X configuration, like this. The camera can see clearly through the propeller gap. But the back propellers get turbulent air because they're directly behind the front props.
The X configuration became the default. This is what people just think drones are now. But I think the plus configuration is actually better.
By changing the drone to a plus shape, all the propellers get clean air. And with faster drones flying upright, there's no problem with camera view.
Because of that, it flies more efficiently, more calmly, and it's easier to control.
And to test them out, he's enlisted top DR1 pilot Michael Singh.
Hey man, how's it going?
Good. I know this is your setup, but I think this is going to be better for you in the long run.
Yeah, it just seems like it's gonna have cleaner air regardless.
Right.
On the axes.
So we can go out, make a course, have you fly your existing setup, get the times, and then try and see if you can match or do better.
Cool, sounds good. Let's try it, man. Yeah. Anything new, it really has to prove to me that there's a gain. Once I prove that, then it doesn't matter how much work it takes to get used to it, I'll get used to it.
Nearby in Brooklyn lives a totally different kind of drone artist.
Hey guys, welcome to my mess. I am Say Andrea, and this is where I get most of my work done.
Say's home studio is a gig's paradise.
I get bored really easily, so I pick up a lot of new hobbies left and right. There's almost nothing that I haven't tried. And here's the next one I'm going to be working on, and these are blank figures that I end up sculpting and customizing, so that's going to be one of the little FPV figure. And I'm really interested in where art and technology actually meet together. It's very engaging.
Say has developed a range of drone-related clothing, and she believes that drones themselves can also be fashionable.
Been customizing some radios, some frames so far.
Say has recently discovered a technique called hydro dipping for printing patterns.
Oh, hello.
And today, she's customizing drone frames.
A BQE pixel frame, my favorite micro to fly.
Hydro dipping allows printed designs to be applied to 3D parts.
There it is, transferred on. I mean, anyone can do hydro dipping at home. Yeah, this one came out pretty nice.
In New York, Andy and Michael's drone test is about to get underway.
Today, what I'm hoping we can do is go out and fly, set up a course and a timing system, have him fly his rig, and then spend some time acclimating himself to the new one, and then fly the same course and see if we can get faster on the new frame.
On the old school X frame, Michael's averaging 9.1 seconds per lap.
Cool. Yeah, that seems really fast to me.
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out. So now we're going to test out this plus configuration. I don't predict that I'm going to go any faster just because I'm not used to the setup, but I do think it's going to feel different to me.
If Michael can come close to the 9.1 time, it could mean the new shape is the future of drone design.
Oh wow, this is definitely more agile. It definitely feels different.
Changing drone shape means relearning how to fly. So for Andy, the biggest challenge is convincing pilots all around the world that the work will be worth it.
I've shown the quad online on social media, and people come up with all these weird physics explanations of why it shouldn't fly, when it clearly it does.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. It feels cool.
Go ahead and land it.
That's fun.
But is it fast enough? The average lap time on the new quad is 9.7 seconds.
9.7 though is not bad.
You know, for first one.
Yeah. Especially on a quad that I don't typically fly.
But is Michael convinced enough to actually make the change?
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally willing to give it a try and see where it goes. I feel like that's a dating. I feel like I'm on a dating show. Willing to give it a try.
I'll go out to dinner and see what happens.
Yeah,
You would go out to dinner with this drone,
I mean,
and depending on how dinner went,
Yeah.
it might progress.
yeah.
In the next episode of Droners, we find out the tricks of designing a killer racing track from the best in the business.
These guys were actually throttling down to the ground to make this tower drop fast.